I'm not going to film removing the mower deck from the lawnmower because there's a ton of videos already covering that in great detail here on YouTube. So just search up LT1000 mower deck removal and you'll find out how to do it. Super simple, but I'll show you me reinstalling it at the end. Welcome back to Vintage Power Sports. Today we have a old Craftsman LT1000 right here. This old girl. And we hit something. Got that case of broken spindle here. Just luckily, I ordered one. And we're gonna swap it out. Take all these shitty little guards off, loosen off the main bolts, and let's get to it. So there's really no way to take the spindle out unless we can get this pulley off here. So I'm gonna get the impact gun on it. Try to bust her off. The blades are still on, so that should keep it from spinning, hopefully. Here's a little life hack for you. Always wear black rubber gloves or rubber gloves. You don't want your hands getting dirty and people thinking you're handy, and then you have to do work for them. So unless there's a lot of beer involved, just wear the black gloves, don't get your hands dirty, and you'll fit in with the rest of the woke world. So here we are with the 7/8 socket. We're gonna try to zip that little nut off there and see what happens. Simple. That came off very easily, as did that. Look at our little buddy here, near wig, just chilling. So anyways, we'll put this aside and we'll pull the spindle out with the blade on it, take the blade off, and then put the new spindle in, reinstall everything, go from there. Now we have the spindle out. We can see where it broke. That snapped off, looks like a while ago, and these recently broke when I hit something. So we'll pull this apart. I lost a tiny little washer, spacer for the top. But yeah, so these bearings are feeling awesome. The bearings did not wear out. The part broke. So now we'll try to get this little nut off the bottom here. And we'll take this blade off, we'll swap her over to the new spindle and install it all. With our 9/16 socket, we're gonna try to zip this off without losing my fingers. And I'm gonna have to hold this shaft the same time as I rip this off. So I don't know if I'll be able to film it. That came off very easily. There's the end of her. So let's put this stuff all kind of back together. Just the housing is no good. Everything else is still usable. And now that I know how easy that came apart, next time I'll just buy the spindle without the pulley. The new one I got came with the pulley as well. There you go. 1/3 of the work's already done for us, as you can see. One of the mounting bolts broke off. That's the hole there. So we have these two, which are 1/2 inch. And underneath, there's a little chunk of the alloy from the old spindle. So I'm gonna probably employ a little help from Chanel lock and a 1/2 inch drive, 1/2 inch socket. Zip those off. We'll try, see what happens. Just hitting it with the gun, but it's probably gonna start spinning. Or just snaps right off. That was super easy. Didn't even need the Chanel locks. Let's try this one. Oh, there's the head of her. See, just snapped it right off. Let's see if this one has the same luck. Nope. Deploy the Chanel locks by the looks of it. So I'm gonna just hold on to this piece under here somehow with enough grip it doesn't spin. I'll just whack this off. There we go. There's the old piece of the alloy. And we got one bolt that survived. And there's a metal somewhat looking plate underneath here, so we're gonna have to put the new spindle in from the bottom, pinching that between the deck, put the new bolts in, and go from there. So here's the brand new unit from 810, and everything looks good. Looks like we're gonna have to reuse that off the other one, but on this one everything comes complete here, so a little spacer, everything you need. So we gotta leave this pulley, big nut off, take these little guys out, set them aside. Maybe we'll get some never sneeze on there too, just in case we have to pull this thing apart another time. So that's all apart. I'm gonna probably put the blade on now, just because it'll make it easier to hold, and I don't have to flip this thing upside down after. Hopefully the threads are the same pitch, everything just bolt right in. Looks like it is. And that's 9/16, so we got to change up the old socket. I'll just zip her on. She's tight. Now, get in from the bottom and reinstall this thing. Stick this nut on here so we don't lose nothing. And go in from underneath. Now, we line up those mounting holes with this little plate. We start installing bolts. And by the looks of it, we ordered the right part, so we're in business there too. Start them all by hand, and I'll zip them up. The impact gun. Oh, we forgot to put this little bracket back on. Not sure how that thing goes, kind of like this, I guess. Oh, it keeps that in there nice and tight. Back to the half-inch drive. Half-inch drive, half-inch drive. That's torque to spec, 2 brops. Now that this is all in, we can stick our pulley assembly on there. I'm probably gonna have to pull that spindle back up. So we need 7/8 impact socket. There we go. Back in business. We'll be cutting in no time. When the shit show broke last time, the belt got caught under here, so we're gonna have to pry that guy out first. The old belt snapped off, and we'll reroute the belt, and then we'll get ready to reinstall it into the old LT1000. Okay, everything rolls nice. Should be all good now. Oh yeah, this little belt retaining swing arm thing really here came off on this side. That's what that little pin there is for. Well, it ran forever without it, so I don't think we're gonna need it. Just get the belt out here, we'll throw her back in, we'll call her a day. And again from Amazon, here's the replacement belt. I'm just gonna measure it up to the old belt just to make sure that it's the right length, so I'm not dicking around fighting with it and it's not the right size. Just by using my eyeballs I could tell this is the wrong belt, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go local. The Amazon has let me down again. So you don't need a 79 inch long belt. It's probably more like an 89 or something like that. Like it's quite a bit longer when I compared the two. And I just wanted to try, and there we go. Doesn't fit. So the plan was to just fix it, put the belt back on, and we're good. As you can see now, it's in the afternoon. The sun's overhead beating on me. And it turns out we needed a 1/2 by 96 inch belt. The Amazonian sent me a 78, I believe. So did not even come close to fitting. So now we'll just throw the belt into this guy and we'll throw her back into that guy. Well, that there looks a lot more like it looked before. And we'll throw the old safety guard on here. Just to cover that little pulley up so I don't get my shoelaces caught in there. Throw a little bit of Torx at her, not too much Torx though. Don't want to break it. Line these little holes up and get her done. And last but not least, there we go. Safety second. So I got this belt on roughly where it's supposed to go. These little buggers here, so I get them straightened out in front. A lot of people say you gotta take these off, but I don't take them off. I just pull them through the hole, give them a little bit of an angle. And there you go. Now this guy's gotta go on here. The deck's gonna come this way a bit more. Like so. Then we got this guy here. It's got to go onto that. So we're gonna have to pull her back. Lift a wee bit this way. Pull that little thing out there a bit. See, I'm not even dirty yet, and people are gonna start thinking I'm handy. I just gotta put the clips in. These guys here. Just like that. One more under here. This side. And we'll whack it. Flat blade just to set it in place like that. Here we are on the other side. Same thing. This over that dowel. Manipulate your deck a little bit. You need to play with your deck just to get that in like that. And now we can force our little retaining clip in there. She's having a hard time. Grab the old linesman pliers. And there we go. Clips back in. Now the cable. So this cable goes through here, back side. I don't know if you guys can see that. So Once that cable is through, put this little oval washer on over top, and then this retaining clip. There's a hole on one side and then a slot on the other. Slot up. The flat part goes in the hole. And the other part just slides over top, just like that. And that's retained. Now we have to do the front right here. Get that to come out. The washer stays on the bottom. Spring goes over top. Let's see if I can do that and let you guys see. Still being able to see myself right there. Okay, so I'll try to pull this out like that. Get this spring over top. And then somehow try to find the hole. It's usually the hardest part. Put that clip back on. Back in action. And lastly, the front arms. So, might need to do some persuading to get those in. A little tight. And this is all bent. Maybe I should bend it down. Hit it with a hammer, straighten that shit out a bit. I'm assuming these plates are supposed to be straight up and down. These ones are not. So we're gonna get our persuader out here. Let's see. You can persuade it back to center. There we go. Now we'll just have to get that in the hole. Check the other side. Other side's probably the same. Get our wheels out of the way. Straighten her up a bit. There we go. Maybe if I pull it up, it'll be easier. Lift the deck up. Oh yeah, much easier. So now we know. Lift the deck. And get those guys in. Throw the clips back on. Need to persuade those guys in there too. And they'll go from the back. Oh no, go from the front. Okay, that one's in. Where did I put the other one for this side? Be right back. So, I got a cotter pin because couldn't find the other little clip. So we'll just throw that in there, grab our pliers, give her a little bend. Maybe we'll bend up. Not going anywhere now. So we should be all good to go. Let's test her out. Well, there we have it. We fixed the old LT1000 by Craftsman. Took the deck out, swapped out a spindle that we broke, and we replaced the belt that also broke. The belt is a 1/2 by 96. The Amazonian sent me a smaller one. Wasn't even close, so I have to refund that. But stay tuned. We have all these guys to fix up and get running. Some more fun with that. And some other vintage toys. Take care, guys.
Never go full retard.